Hey everybody, I'm Brian Posehn, comedian, writer, actor, nerd. I've been playing D&D with my friends for a long time. I decided to do a new podcast where we play Dungeons & Dragons in my very own dining room with my wife, kid, and my noisy dogs. So meet my friends,
Sarah,
Ken,
Dan,
Lee.
Now it's time for another episode of Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker, Season 2. Hey everybody, it's Brian Posehn. You're listening to Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker. Sarah, Ken, Dan, my friends, Sam, at the computer.
we just talked about poker for too long. Hey, I want to say
Sarah's mad at us.
Sarah's mad at us
Not
because
really.
not only do we talk about Pokemon too long, I made everyone watch a 20-minute Westworld video, and
April 22nd. Very exciting.
Yeah,
I think mad is probably
it's-
stretching it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just paint you as the villain you are.
Exasperated.
Shrieking harpy.
Right?
Absolutely.
Why is Sarah so shrill? You
What
and your
a
high shrill
bitch,
voice.
right?
I want to thank some Patreons, the people who
Please.
who make. We had fat cells.
Yes, we did.
Thank you for
Thank
the
you,
fat
Patreon.
We're
cells.
all sleepy.
Yay.
Thank you, Jeffrey Ray. Thank you, Jeffrey Ray.
Thank you,
Jeff.
Jeffrey Ray, for filling
G.
my
Ray.
tummy.
Is it G Ray or J Ray?
Thank you, Sorry Me Drunk.
Don't be
Sorry,
sorry.
me full.
Thank you, Bruce Ravel.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you, Pinhead's Pediatric Inserts.
I'll say.
Are they having fun yet?
There's a good one here that I meant to do earlier. Thank you.
There's a lot of good ones.
Skeletor's
Teenage.
Dido?
penis.
You ruined it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Sex. No, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Sex. It's just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Sex.
Just a
I
lot
don't
of this.
know if we ruined it.
That's trying. Yeah, I ruined it. Way worse. Thank you, Beastman
Cow
Butt
bunghole.
Stuff. Thank you,
Beastman butt stuff. In Russia, Buttman beast stuff.
Oh, blame.
Sorry, I have early onset dementia.
Someone
Who
named.
would have thought that Yakov Smirnoff could come back and make a career out of it?
Someone named Just Some
And
Guy.
you have dumb joke Tourette's.
Some guy, what?
Can I say how much somebody
what's-
pledges per month if
Dad joke
they've
Tourette's.
got a username like Just Some Guy? Or is that still weird?
That's
If
he
you've got
related
that
to Moo Goo
anonymous of
Guy?
a name, should I not say?
Hey, Brian, what's red and bad for your teeth?
I don't know what.
A brick.
He edited. I'll just show it to you guys. Look how much he changed. How much he contributes per month. To.
Wow.
Thanks, just some guy.
That's
Thanks.
pretty intense. Oh, and
That explains the
$1 million.
podcast vet.
so that was very generous.
That's amazing. Thanks, Just Some Guy.
And finally,
I love that
one
some
more.
people do that. It's really cool. We appreciate
ridiculous.
it.
And a lot of people post very sincere stuff sometimes about listening to the podcast.
I have some mail I need to answer to. We've gotten some stuff at the P.O. box, and everybody got here tonight, and I hadn't gone through it yet, but believe me, I've gotten the stuff, and I'll read off your next episode. This is 11, so in episode 12 or so.
And thank you, Bodie's
get
cock
to-
ring. Thank
Yeah.
you, Bodie's
Oh, nice.
cock ring.
Things you got to keep in mind to keep it on.
Bodie, thanks you for getting him a cock ring. Didn't even know it was his birthday.
You guys,
If it don't fit, you must have quit.
are in,
Oh, sorry, that's Johnny Cochran.
Let's start over. Hey, everybody.
life?
Hey, everybody.
Sorry, guys.
Close
Single
enough.
gunshot.
You guys are engaged in simultaneous combat on the second and ninth
That's what it
floors.
feels like.
So let's have at it. Up on not the ninth. I'm sorry, not the ninth floor. The eighth floor. On the eighth floor, Bodhi, you are hacking into some obscured, bright, magical fog that Twee has kind of gone into. You bamfed in there. You got bumped a bit by the butt of or the flat end of Bodhi's sword, and you've kind of gone over to the hostage. There's a student in there who we'll call Rodney, that you are kind of going, hey, let's try not to get hit by the sword again. And Esmeralda and Tom, you went in with some instructors to try to confront Archmage Sermanic, and you discovered a bit of a mess.
It went very well.
One of the instructors is dead. One of them is critically injured. One of them has been lit on fire by Tom. But you're, to your credit, you're trying to get between him and the warrior that he's in combat with.
I'm trying.
Esmeralda, you're in a slightly more complicated situation. You've got that critically injured guy over there. You've also got a fully functional guy fighting what appears to be an assassin, and you just stumbled upon some sort of
White lady.
mesmerized white elf lady. So, I believe we last checked in with Esmeralda and Tom, so let's head back over to Bodhi and Twee.
Hey.
Huh?
What?
I almost fell off my chair. And
Oh!
Sandwich is laughing at me.
Did you just botch on sitting?
I'm very tired.
So, Bodhi, what you gonna do? You've got quite an impressive...
Dockery.
God, I wish there was some way that I could see through this mess.
It seems pretty magical, and your character is not really built for magically
No, I know,
obscured
and
Oh, I
areas.
really thought that was the lead up to you. I thought he was setting up a punchline. Like, I wish there was some way I could see
No.
through this mess,
Oh,
and there
no.
is,
Yeah, I know.
but there isn't.
That would be great.
Oh yeah.
Well, he
Dark
can
vision
see
doesn't
see it through distributing pain to his enemies. Dark vision doesn't help because this is magical.
Wait, how can I see?
With eyes?
No, distributing pain through my enemies? What the hell was that?
This is a metaphor.
Oh, okay. All right. You jackass.
With eyes.
All right.
Says.
I'm going to slash at Dan. Rage on him. I've taken some damage, too, but still.
You have a second attack.
I've been trying to highlight the fact that you guys have bonus actions that you could be using to get the lay of the land. Bodhi, you notice there is a spear stuck in your shoulder. You might want
Right,
to
I'll
consider
pull it out.
using. A little, little blood spurts out, but you're of tough stuff. It doesn't bother you.
Okay. All right, I'm going to try to get through and not sweep the Herald of Kelmar. So I don't want to stab the kid again, but I still want to get...
Well, I'll also say you heard Twee talking to Rodney to your
Okay.
left.
Okay. Oh. All
So
right.
you feel
so
like
I'm going to go the other way.
Yeah, maybe if you avoid that area, you're going to have better luck.
I'm going to go the other way with
Please
Herald of
respect.
Kelmar.
Show him some respect.
And I don't think I was raging, but I am now.
I have bad news.
What?
You have used up your rages.
Okay.
And because you're suffering from exhaustion, you couldn't even if you had them.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Yeah, you're a little tired
Okay.
because you frenzied on the Lunar Elf on the 14th floor.
Right,
This is the
that's
worst
right.
tower ever.
Well, I'm still going to swing
I wish you would. Yeah.
20.
Oh, that'll work.
Yeah.
Kill an innocent person really hard.
really impressive.
Roll a 6-sided, and you're gonna hit a bad guy. But I want to see if, which is
Six-sided or a 4, you said, for the last time.
I guess you can do a 4. I don't know why I switched to 6. Just do a 4. I want to see if it's odds or evens. That's all. And either way, it's good. So don't worry too much about it.
2.
Great. Okay, so you're gonna hit one specific mystery person in my head.
Alex Trebek.
7 plus
Double
fire
it for
damage.
critical,
Oh, cool. 14 plus...
and then roll a 100, please.
Bodhi, way to dig deep. Impressive.
Time to
He's
bust out.
tired, but
You know what I mean? He wasn't raging. He just was really relaxed, and he's still knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, man.
Where's the other 100?
it's about the heads you're not cutting off.
33.
All right. So the critical bonus you get from a 33 is your target's gonna miss a turn.
Good.
So, what was your damage on there? It's a what?
It was
Plus 2 fire damage?
14 plus...
Okay. So your Herald of Kelmar goes sweeping through the magic, and it very juicy thunk as it lands into something organic, and as you draw it out, you hear a high-pitched squeal. Nobody's dead, but somebody's sad.
Okay.
Fran Drescher.
Twee, you're up.
Oh wait, don't I get a bonus action? Or
You get a bonus action, but you do not get a second attack.
oh, I don't get a
because
second
your
attack.
rage just went.
Shit. So what could I do with the bonus action? Could I grab somebody? Mm-hmm. Can I reach into where I think I squelched and?
Yes. You're gonna want to do an invest. What should I fucking do? What kind of check is this? You're gonna roll
I'm
disadvantage.
gonna go like
either way.
at neck height.
Okay. Neck height. Let's do a. You're gonna roll disadvantage on this. A dexterity check, no bonus.
Okay.
Difficulty 10.
Yeah, I got it.
You would if this next one is not under a 10.
Oh.
Because you're exhausted. You gotta
All
roll
right.
twice.
Shoot.
Take a low number.
Oh yeah, come on.
How long does that go on for?
It's a little vague in the rules, but I'm gonna go for
19.
an encounter. His next encounter. A what?
That was a 19 plus
Beautiful. So
plus my
you're-
dex 21.
Okay, so you're gonna take the low one, the
12.
the 11, the 12.
Yeah.
But yeah, you firmly plant a hand on a wet shoulder. The wet most likely being a result of blood. So
Okay.
yeah, now Twee, you're up.
I'm going to. I have a blue dagger that I got at some point.
Oh, it's got a blue aura. It's not making any visible blueness. but-
Okay. I'm just going to head over. I'm going to excuse myself from Rodney. And I'm just going to kind of head over towards where the people are and start stabbing people. No, I mean, I know that he's over there. I'm not going to head towards him.
I did that
Well-
once at the whiskey. It didn't turn out good.
I can't wait to see if a certain thing that you may not be aware of comes into play. But I think Brian might know what's about to happen, and I don't want to encourage him to say. So please roll to attack.
16.
Congrats, that's a hit.
I'm in here.
Roll a
I know.
6-sided, and you don't want a 3 or a 6.
4.
Great, so you don't hit Bodhi's arm.
Good.
Now roll for damage.
What's a...
Are you stabbing the person I'm grabbing?
It's a weapon you haven't used before. Yes, he is. It is going to be. It's got a magical effect that you don't know yet, but it's going to be 2d6.
2d6?
Yes.
Hey, here's my question, too. Does this doesn't count as a backstab?
No,
'Cause
especially because you don't have the backstab skill. Like that's something that you'd need to be a rogue to pull off in the first place.
3.
Yeah, this guy. You do 3 damage, but something interesting happens as you draw the dagger away, even through the magical fog that you're in. First of all, you hear a yelp. You connected with some dude's ribs.
Oh,
Was it a
like,
positive yelp?
4.5 stars.
No-
is it from the
all of a
Brookstone and
all of a sudden,
Irvine?
you notice the dagger has a red app open up on it, and
Oh my god, I can pay for my
you're
laundry
invited
with this.
to rate the bad guy you just stabbed.
Please give Arton 5.
No, you see even through the magic, something bright white and glowing is happening with the dagger in your hand. You can barely make out the silhouette of the dagger. You can't make out the silhouette of your hand or your arm, but like you just sort of see as you pull your hand back, something white and glowing is happening right in front of you on the dagger.
Like where the dagger was, but not from the dagger? Is
From
it
the
like,
dagger.
It's like like a beam or some kind
Something's getting a little Lord of the Rings sting up in here.
of... Okay.
I
like it.
Yeah. You won't like this.
Oh.
You feel something sharp connect with your midsection, and you take 11 points of damage.
Okay. Sharp, like it got bounced back from the dagger?
No, something unrelated directly to your dagger. Like, how do I put this? So you kind of went like this. Oh, sorry. Just kind of stabbed out, hit something, pulled back, and then something over here went thunk into you.
All right.
Possibly from, let's just say, a different source.
Okay.
And then something else in the fog really wants to attack, but it got fucked up so badly by Bodhi that it is just sort of gurgling. And you hear Rodney behind you, kind of like scurrying to the side. I cannot.
Somebody said I was a duck.
Your Rodney sounds vaguely like Vin Diesel.
Everything I do does.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and segue back to the chambers of Archmage Sermanic, where shit is pretty haywire. Let's see, who is at the top of that? That'd be Tom.
Yes. Hi.
Hi, you just managed to wedge yourself between what appears to be a Drow warrior.
Can I hold the Drow warrior? Can I grab him?
You can grapple the Drow warrior.
I will
Would you
grapple
please do
him.
an athletics check, difficulty of 18?
Yes. +1. 14.
Cool. Well, you can grab him, but you've got no control over him.
Just so I know where he is.
Okay.
Athletics, not acrobatics. I will.
And when you do that, you do, physically manage to kind of put yourself between him and the mage that he wants to be hacking to pieces.
Yeah, and now I'm going to drive my short sword into him.
Cool. Roll. Wait, which short
Beep,
sword
beep.
is it?
Confuse the gas with the
96
brake at a
plus
farmer's
4.
market.
Got it. And that's not
It's a
your
standard.
That's
It's
not
not-
your homebrew one. Okay.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Mm-hmm. It's not on here. That's why.
Oh, you should write that down.
Yeah. I gotta find it. 'Cause I got the
I forget what it's called.
computer version and the other version. Shoot. It is the. No, it's not that. No, needle sword, serpent.
Yep, that's it. Needle sword.
Serpentine needle sword. Yeah, I'll use that. I forget the
All right.
damage on that. You know what that is.
Yep.
Okay. Do I need to? I don't need to roll, do I? Since I'm holding the guy.
Yeah, because it could hit his armor.
All
It
right.
could nick him. It's a thin sword.
All right. 3.
Gotta go no on that one. I mean, it's just.
It's terrible. Terrible. Roll.
Here's the thing: the sword is this long.
Yeah.
You've got a hand on his shoulder. You got to really kind of rear back, and he's able to just turn to the side as you kind of
I'm with
glance it against his tummy.
you. That's all right.
Esmeralda, you're up. You
All right.
see behind you, the Archmage is locked in combat with this assassin, and in front of you, still entranced, there is this woman just kind of doing this.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna swing at her again.
Great. Roll to attack.
Wish me luck. 11 plus 5, so
That's a hit, yeah.
and 28. So 6 plus 4, so that's 10 damage. If my math is correct.
She wakes up. She has
Good
large
morning.
black pupilless eyes,
Good night.
and she lowers her hands and stares at you. What else do you want to do? I mean, you've got some blood spraying out of her. She got kind of pushed against the wall from you swinging the axe at her.
Finish her.
Like, does she seem like she's reacting at all to me having to her having blood spraying out of her, or is she just sort of like a
She's got a very quiet look on her face.
That doesn't really answer my question, does it?
I don't know what that is.
Are you trying to gauge how wounded she is?
I'm trying to gauge, like, did she react like a normal being would react if they had been hit with a battle axe?
No.
Yeah.
She's very thin. She's a slip of a thing. She looks like she can't really take a lot of physical slashes. She's wearing a very light linen robe, and there's blood just splattered all over it now. But she's not emotionally reacting to being almost cut in half.
Are they all using some sort of mental power to bring the moon down? Are they all sort of
okay, I'm
typical
gonna use
freaks?
You do know
I feel
you
like
do know
there's
just
one
from
that's
talking to these guys. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't know a lot about these weird elves with no pupils and
Right.
the golem teeth, but You do know they're in some kind of death cult. They're trying to suicide the moon into the planet.
Okay, okay. All right, I guess I'll just, for now, until I can, have a chat about our plans, I guess I'll just go ahead and try to chop her head off.
Now you're not thinking.
I guess.
Cool.
I guess I'll just go ahead. And
She's
chop
awake,
that
I
up.
will say that. She's awake and conscious.
Okay, well, 12 plus 5, so
That's a
17.
hit, yeah. Her armor class is not much to speak of.
Yeah.
Too bad.
And 5 plus 4, so 9 damage.
Yeah.
Great. So she is very toasted. She's not dead, but she kind of falls down and to a sitting position and is kind of like barely conscious and staring up at you.
The illusions are still happening. The darkness and all and such.
Hang on. Let me think who's next. And what has to happen before I can really...
Okay.
There's still, like a shadow of blackness. What is... Well, I fish out some extra dice. What does that say there, Ken?
That's a big fat Uno.
Someone rolled a botch. Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry. Did you want to do anything with your bonus action while I figure this botch out?
Wasn't that my bonus action? Oh, no, that's different. That's an extra attack.
Yeah.
With my bonus action, I would like to... She's not holding anything?
Ouch. She had her hands out, so you know that there's nothing in her hands. Yeah.
Is there anything else in the room?
Yes, you're in a bathroom.
So excited that I asked.
You're in a bathroom. So there's a toilet in here. There's a bunch of fragrant little hoity-toity stuff. This appears to be a rich person's bathroom.
Is there like a portal of any kind or any kind of trapdoors
No.
that I see open?
Not noticeable unless you want to do some kind of check.
I see you
Is
drown
there
her
a
in the
window?
toilet.
Nope. You're in this room. So
Okay, I guess I'll just take
the back of the bathroom
Yeah.
is basically the stairwell, and it's all just kind of it's
Okay.
a small little. It's like a perfume room for Archmage Semantic.
Well, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Wait, no, I mean, I just do nothing. I guess like wash my face. I don't know what you want from me, Dan.
Blindfold her.
There's all sorts
kick her in
of.
the
I mean, you've got a
I
very
thought I can't attack
incapacitated.
her. I can't
You
attack
can't
her.
attack, but you
Okay.
can do pretty much anything else in the universe.
Tie her up.
He can't be suggesting any of this stuff.
No, you should shut the fuck up. I mean, no, it's fine. You could shout stuff out.
Tie her up.
You don't know she's.
I mean,
over
she's
there.
like her. I feel like her limb is barely attached. If I've hit her with a battle axe twice and she's not even resisting and has no armor on, right?
Right.
So like tying her up feels like
Flush her down
overkill
the
at this
toilet.
point. But
Spray perfume in her face.
yeah, I'm not gonna do anything right now. Let's move on. This is
Okay.
very boring for everybody. Okay.
So yeah, that botch happened.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just remembered something I can do. Can I back up for 2 seconds?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, because we were so focused on the beautiful bathroom, but how's the mage who was? How's the
I don't know
mage-
how many ways to just say there's lavender and tea tree oil, but yeah.
the mage who I had bound his wounds and he said he was scooching away. Like,
Sure.
How's he doing? Is he okay?
Do a perception check, and I'll tell you how much you can tell.
it's
Basically,
a
roll
nice
over.
bathroom when
If
they
you get
have
over a 10, you
walls that
see a
go all the
lot.
way to
If
the
you get
floor
under a
between
10, you see a little.
stalls. Man, that's a good bathroom.
8 plus 2 is a 10. So
Okay, so you see like a fair. I mean, like he seems to be casting. He's about to pop a spell against his assassin, who is also about to stab at the instructor.
Okay. All right.
However, the assassin botched, and so he misses and falls on his face. He falls on his face so bad he has incurred some damage, and just on viscera, there's just blood all over the ground. He just kind of turned his little slipper on it and just went vroom. And
Stupid.
as sneaky as an assassin as he was, he fucked up real good. And he totally fucks up his saving throw. The mage you're with flicks a wrist and does it's 12 points of creepy green blast damage against the assassin, who does not enjoy being extra fucked up right now on the ground. Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you one more turn before we head back up to Twee and Bodhi time.
Right. Once again, I'm going to try to attack this fellow.
Okay. He has just hacked at this other instructor and done quite a lot of damage, and the other instructor is now on his knees.
All right. What is this sneak attack 5d6 here? What does that mean? What's that all about?
Oh, that's your sneak attack. If you were hidden, you could do a sneak attack.
I'm just trying to make
sure
sure.
aren't,
Just
though?
make sure I do some damage to this guy.
And yeah, you're right up in his face. I mean, he's kind of swung over you to hack at this wizard.
All right, let's see my cantrips. What the
He's
hell?
wearing nice armor.
I'm just gonna fireball right into him.
Go for it.
All right.
You sure can't resist that fireball.
No. And that is. 12 points.
All right.
Fiery pushoosh.
He kind of winces.
Well, that's
not-
something.
Not the reaction you're hoping.
Winces.
And
Senior winces?
do you want to do anything with your bonus?
Not all right.
Yes, I want to tie him up.
No.
I'll take it.
I'll give you a simple no. You take out some rope, you kind of rub it on him. He shakes his head. Bodhi, as you try to take stock of who to murder, the guy you just pulled something out of, or it seems like there might be someone else in there just behind him. You hear one of the two. You feel it. Your sort of barbarian animal senses are like, there's two evil things in front of me. One of them says, "Go, go," and you see a shape kind of slip under your arm, trying to run behind you towards the stairwell.
All right, I'm gonna spin on him.
Okay. Spit or spin?
Spin. I'm actually gonna. How
spit.
big is the thing that I have my hand on?
The guy?
Yeah, the guy.
He seems kind of short.
All right. I'm gonna actually use him to swing at the
guy
thing
running
trying to
past
get away.
you?
Yes.
Very creative tonight.
Do a strength check, difficulty 10.
18 plus 7.
Ow, my arm.
So I'm gonna say
Let
this.
go of my arm.
This takes enough effort where it uses up your bonus action for sure to just lift him and convert him into a weapon.
Okay.
He is now a found weapon, and he does. Let's say
Plus 5 accountant of farting.
he does 1d8 bludgeoning damage, but there could be additional effects because he is a large weapon. So roll to attack.
I don't want to say he's real large.
Don't botch. Well, you could botch, actually.
He sure could botch.
Nope. 16 plus 7.
Roll that 1d8. This is gonna be fun narratively to
Yeah.
explain.
5 plus. Oh, did you say 1d8? Okay, cool. So 5 plus whatever.
Okay, so then roll 1d6 for the damage that's going to occur to your weapon.
God, I hope it's a lot. Where'd that 6 go?
He's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, you put it in your anus. Here it is.
That would be weird.
You've done
Why
worse.
did you do that?
All right, so you
Still can't see him.
as you turn around, you're not sure what you're going to see or what's in your hand. But you turn around and you see what looks like a small drow fighter trying to run past you and down the hallway, which is now fully engulfed in flames. His back is to you, and he's trying to round the corner out of the foyer. But as he is just getting a few feet away from you, you see your own hand kind of come out of the fog behind you, reach in front of you, and attached to it is a small Drow mage. And you see this mage just smash into the back of this fighter, and it knocks them both to the ground. And they both just kind of fall down in a pile right next to the flaming wall.
Okay.
Um,
and I don't get another action on this one. Though.
They both miss a turn, and no, you don't get any action because you're too tired to rage. But I'm going to give you, as I did for those guys, both one more turn before we switch scenes. So, Twee, what are you up to?
Is the illusion still up?
Nope. Twee, you notice the dazzling lights have disappeared.
Oh, okay.
There was a pretty intense spell, kind of, let's just say, more complicated than your average dazzling lights. And all of a sudden you see the foyer as it was. It's a little more messed up. The furniture is all tipped on its side. You see Rodney's a little fucked up, and he's kind of panting against the wall. He'll be fine. He doesn't need you to bind his wounds or anything.
Now, who are these guys?
Two drow.
Just two drows.
There's two drow on the ground.
Should we interrogate one or?
Yeah, well, I'm going to kill one of
At
them.
this point,
Yeah.
the mage looks like he really is only a couple hit points away from slipping into the abyss.
Oh, so
the
help
fighter
the mage.
looks like if he can get to his feet, he can
Oh, they're both-
scrap for
okay.
a bit. But they're both kind of on the ground and dazed right now because
Okay.
you just smashed them into each other. They're little guys. Drow usually aren't very tall, so they're both just like 5 feet tall, and you just kind of went bowling with them.
Love it.
What you
want-
gonna do, Twee?
Kill one.
All right, yeah, I'm just going to light them up. Can I just hit them with a...
Because they're small. You're gonna light them up because they're small, right?
No, I'm
like
no,
kids.
no. I'm trying to. You know what? Now that you mention it, I'm going to use this new dagger I have. I'm going to go over. I'm going to take the. I'm going to go up.
Because you know
and
what
I'm gonna-
happens? The reason I bring it up is for a moment you see the fire and you see two little shapes huddled on the ground, and you have a pretty bad little PTS flicker.
You know, between that and the Nilsson songs that are constantly playing in my head, I'm going to just kill the closest one. Who's the closest one? The mage. You know
the
what?
mage,
I'm
yeah.
going to do the mage.
The mage, it just flopped out of Bodhi's hand and kind of rolled in front of him. So you're gonna stab him real good.
Yeah.
Roll a 20.
Just want to make sure I don't.
If I don't play out your PTSD, I feel like I am not doing justice to the horror you did several episodes ago.
18.
Yeah, that's a hit for sure.
And that's what 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
9.
Great. So he's dead.
Okay.
He
I'm
goes,
gonna.
"Grrr," and you see the life leave his horrible little red drow eyes. And as you pull away, you kind of notice that the dagger is still glowing bright white in its little part of your pouch.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm sure Bodhi can dispatch the other guy over here, but I'm going to start just immediately going through this guy's pockets and robe,
Okay.
seeing if he's got any crazy magic stuff on him.
You do notice he's got what looks like a coded message. You just pop out right away. It looks like he's got mostly empty pockets, but he's got a coded message of some kind.
Okay.
What you gonna do, buddy?
I'm gonna ask him the remaining
fighter
drow.
guy?
Yeah, how many more drow there are in the tower?
Roll an intimidation check, difficulty 18.
But why would it be that high when that's one of my things?
Huh?
Why would the difficulty be that high? Oh,
Because he's very unwilling to cooperate.
Okay, gotcha.
And you've got bonuses.
Plus what?
Shit. What do I need to get?
18.
Nah.
Well,
I
what's
got
your
I got
intimidation
14.
bonus?
You only have a plus 3 to intimidate?
Yeah.
That seems low. What do I have? Yeah, you're right. It's only a plus 4.
It's charisma.
Yeah, he says, I'm not alone, I'll tell you that. And he gets to his feet.
Dick.
Is there a window?
Yeah. Okay, so
I throw him out the
He's-
window.
hang on. I'll give you guys one more turn. There's a window and curtains around it are just very much white snake. So Was Great White?
Great White.
God.
It's bad. You feel like there's a solid chance you're gonna have a hard time getting off this floor of the tower.
Okay, well, I throw
but
him
you
and
see
then
a
I
window.
I throw him through the window.
Twee, it's your turn before he can do that. What do you want to do? You're just gonna sort of sit back on your heels and look at anything, or
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of see how if this fire is gonna keep us from getting out of here alive.
you feel like there's enough fire where it occurs to you, oh, maybe the reason one drow told the other go, go, go is because he was panicking. Because unlike you or Bodhi, they were both facing that wall and they could see how bad the fire was
All right.
getting.
Well, let's head down. But
first, Bodhi, what are you going to do? There's a fighter between you and the stairs. He's wearing steel plate armor.
with the guy I just grabbed?
If you're throwing him out of the window, it hasn't happened yet. If that's your plan, you haven't rolled the strength check that it would require to pick up
Okay.
an active combatant.
Okay. Then I'll just go through him and head down the stairs.
Just try and plow right past him?
Yeah.
All right, that's going to be an athletics, I think. Let me check. If athletics is a dex derivative, then... Nope, it's a strength. But I'll give it to you. You think you get a +8 for athletics, so you'll probably be fine. But it's a difficulty 10, so you just got to not botch, basically.
Yep, got it.
Oh, great. So, yeah, you just kind of smush past him. You feel like he's going to probably swing at you in a second because you've now got your back to him. And he connects for 11 points of damage. You just feel a sword slash across your back. And as you are beginning your escape from ye old 8th floor, hey guys on the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
Tom, you're kind of trying to deal with this guy. How are you going to deal with him? Keep hitting him?
Sure.
Can't remember what you did last. Try to wrestle?
I tried to hold
You fireballed him right in the face,
Yeah,
right?
I did fireball him in the face.
Okay.
But I tried to hold on to him while he stabbed him with a sword.
Did I
Okay.
miss a turn, or am I just?
Huh?
Did I miss a turn? Does it go Tom? Did we go?
It goes
No.
Tom,
Tom,
you.
me,
And then I
Tom.
gave them 3 turns, which I had been doing 2.
Right.
And then I decided to let them go 3.
Because last time we went Tom, me, Tom, and then back to them. I was trying to make sure that I am.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I let him go, and then I moved over to them
Yeah,
before.
it's fine.
you
It's
got
fine.
other
Totally
turns.
fine. But just
It's not fine because we should advance the action.
just in
a
terms
little
of
more.
what's happening in the bathroom.
Correct. So
Hurry up! I got to advance some action in the bathroom.
Exactly.
So little bathroom check. You've got a mostly incapacitated. Can't tell what she is. Some sort of caster on the ground in front of you, and yeah, there's all sorts of little mage accessories in here.
Is she still like doing something, or is she
Can't quite tell.
like her hands?
She's
still up?
conscious. No, her hands fell to her side, and she's
Okay.
kind of just barely propping herself up on the ground. Kind
Okay,
of,
well, I would like
She
to
looks like she's waiting to be executed. At this
Okay, so
point.
I'd like to execute her, and then give the lady what she asked for.
She's waiting
All right. Well, I'm gonna try at least. 15.
That's
plus
a hit.
4, and then 3 plus 4, so 7.
Cool. 3 plus 4, 7. So I have good news and I have bad news. Good news is you for sure killed her.
Bad news is she's still conscious.
Bad news, no. But the bad news is she's in a death cult, and that's not the worst thing.
Okay.
So as your axe collides with her neck, everything goes white. And Tom, you hear a kaboom. Roll a dexterity check.
What happened?
Difficulty 15.
Did you guys know that this happened with his death cult?
No.
Okay.
You guys have never killed a lunar elf priest, and this is what happens when you kill a lunar elf priest.
15.
Phaser on overload.
15?
15.
So you just kind of barely scooted by this one. As you go flying through the air back out through this doorway, which you do not collide with the wall of, you manage to kind of like land on your feet as you thud against the back wall. Why don't you do a quick little 1d4? just to see how much damage you take as your back hits the wall. Take
Two.
two little points. Almost get the wind knocked out of
These are
you.
little points.
Nice landing.
But yeah, you land on your feet because you made the dex check.
Okay.
And you noticed that the bathroom you were in just exploded, and there is viscera all over the floor and walls.
Thanks,
coming
Fat
out of the
Sal's.
doorway. You also notice the other two people on your side of the room were affected. Both of them missed their dex checks. The instructor,
God damn it.
he's fine. He takes a few points of damage. The the guy who just fell on his bum, he takes 11 points of damage, and he is dead.
Oops.
So he just
That
kind
was
of
the bad guy, right?
He flew against the wall, landed upside
Cool.
down, fell on his neck, and broke it.
So
So these, when you kill these guys, they explode?
just the priest.
Perhaps just the ones who look eager to die and are wearing very little armor.
I love that you're saying that like, oh, you should have obviously known that, Sarah.
Yeah, they're
No,
wearing much
no.
armor, so obviously
Although
she'll explode.
one thing I've been looking forward to is these guys very briefly kind of appeared in another campaign. They were relatively harmless then, but this is like another version.
I
of
definitely
them.
thought she was sacrificing herself to like do something, but I didn't
This is what she
realize
was
that
hoping.
she was
She-
like
she
a
was-
weird
yeah,
explosive device.
They've got basically a self-inflicted curse. Is the vibe you get as an Eldritch Knight. I think you would know enough to kind of gather this. And there is some sort of like weird magical pact. You're not sure if it was like necromancy or like some weird spell they learned, but they don't have a problem dying because if it's done in melee range, there's a good chance it'll take out somebody with them. So, in this case, it did. Her pal. It killed her pal.
I win, lady.
So you turn and you see the instructor who kind of landed next to you and only took a little bit of damage, and he kind of like nods and he's like, "That was pretty sick punchline you just delivered." Yes. Now back to you, Tom. As in the order it should have been.
That sounds good.
How are you going to handle the? First of all, you see the bathroom exploded,
Right.
and
None of those soaps.
Sorry.
you see some lunar elf ribs
Do not go in there.
and some lush bath bombs go flying out of the doorway.
Those things are expensive.
Right? That's what an archmage's got a big budget. So and it kind of makes you realize,
Sometimes they just dye you
We
a
don't
weird
know where
color.
the Archmage
Dude, they look
really
really
is,
creepy.
right?
No,
do
it's an illusion.
hey Tom,
Yeah.
just for the sake of narrative, will
Yeah.
you do a perception check for me,
You
please?
bet I will.
Difficulty 18.
1.
No. But you do feel like when
bonus of 11.
so it's a great roll
12. I
that
got
didn't quite make it.
12.
You don't quite know what I was hinting at
I
there.
have no idea what you're
Okay,
hinting
so
at.
in front of you got a fighter.
That's it?
Yep.
There's no other teacher around or anything? I got another
I
teacher.
mean, there's a guy who's like hobbled. He's like
Yeah,
his
okay.
legs feel very weak, and he's
All right.
he's very close to being killed by this warrior.
I'm going to try my shocking grasp on this guy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
go for it.
I'm your Venus. I don't have to.
He's gonna try and get out of the way, but it's not gonna go. So go for it.
Yeah, so now just damage, yeah?
Oh no, wait, that's your shocking pink.
It is.
That was a shocking blue.
What's happening?
Blaine's head is exploding.
Oh no, my head is exploding.
Oh, no, never mind. Okay. Oh, 1. 7 total.
All right.
Oh, wait. Plus 8? What is that?
D.
What is that plus 8?
Shocking grasp. First
Plus
level.
8, plus 8.
1d8 plus 8. Yeah. So that's plus 8.
Okay.
So what's the total? 16.
7 plus 8, 15.
Shocking grasp.
Okay. So yeah. He sure didn't like that. He blacks out.
Yeah.
And he's alive, but he hits the ground.
Lay down, stupid.
Did you say stupid?
All of a sudden, there appears to be
call him
no
stupid.
conscious bad guys on your guys' floor. And so before
I
we
like
really
the
go
sound
back
of
up to
that.
the 8th floor and the peril that they're in, you guys you feel like a little victory music is playing. Do another perception check, both of you.
Both of us?
Yeah, difficulty is only 8 this time.
What am I doing?
Because now
Perception
you're assessing what happened.
Oh, how about a 20 plus 2?
Jesus.
I perceived
What'd you
the
get?
shit out of this.
A 19 and a 22. Okay, you notice the following things about the room. The darkness has disappeared, and there appears to be no Archmage remains in the chair that you exploded with your Thunderwave earlier. So there's no sign of the Archmage or his body where you fired the Thunderwave off. So you feel like he was completely not there. And whatever green...
It's a complete illusion, I guess.
A couple episodes ago, you saw a green aura around him.
Yeah.
And if I may...
You may.
You've unlocked a new observation about your Scarab of Farseeing, and that is a green aura means there is an illusion involved. So you may want to keep track of that.
Illusion.
And Sarah,
Yes.
because you rolled so high, you go ahead and kind of just look around the room, and you feel like it's been cleared out a little bit. You talking to the other instructor who's left standing, and the one who you kind of helped out. You put it together that there used to be a lot more in this room, and that any experienced instructor or even student who's been in this room before would come in here, immediately notice something is up. So they're like, whoever you sent up to this room to fetch Archmage Sermanic was probably executed immediately.
Oh.
So, you know, original Xeris, probably dead. The instructor you sent up here, probably dead. And if they're not dead, they're probably either being held somewhere higher in the tower or something, but it's not good for them. Like, there's no way that they made it out of here in good shape. You also notice that room full of gore and nastiness that the warrior came out of it contains the smeared about remains of Archmage Sermanic.
Oops.
Oh no.
Oopsie.
So
Hey, I found him.
the instructors suggest also that perhaps the priestess was creating the illusion of Archmage Sermanic. Back upstairs to the 8th floor. Everything's on fire.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna keep heading down.
So you nudge past this guy.
He
Do a dex
he
check.
swiped at me. I already got by him.
Dex
Whenever
check
he
of
swiped at-
difficulty of 12.
Okay. Yep.
Sweet. So you managed to make it down to the 7th floor without taking any fire damage. What are you going to do, Twee?
Just gonna fly past, follow him down.
Because you're flying, difficulty dex check 10. You're also trying to get past a fighter who's not really looking at you.
8.
Do you get any kind of bonus?
Dexterity with a 5. So yeah.
Oh, so you're fine. Okay. You make it past, no fire damage, no hack from the fighter, but you feel like the fighter is on your tail. You feel like he's running down, and I'm privately going to look and see if he took any damage. He does not take any damage. You make it down to the 7th floor, and you see to your left the room with the magical tree and the pollen. The one that I tried to describe last episode mistakenly is here on the 7th floor.
Okay.
What was the deal with that room?
You're not sure. You didn't spend a lot of time in there.
What floor is that on?
7.
Oh, it's nowhere near us.
Okay. Let's keep heading down.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I want to get down.
Are you
to
just
these
trying to
guys.
book it as
Yeah.
far down as you
Yeah,
can?
get away from the
Are
fire.
you still
and-
with any teachers or any staff or anything?
Not that they know of. So I'm just gonna see if this guy catches up to you. Are you just booking? No, you're not stopping for nothing. So then you
No.
go past a sauna on the 6th floor. He
Stop and take a shit.
doesn't catch up to you. You at this point, Twee, you can get a floor ahead of Bodhi if you want to go past him.
Is there anything like along the staircase that's flammable, like tapestries, carpeting, anything
Yes.
like that?
Yes.
I'm gonna.
There's carpeting, there's tapestries, there's curtains around the windows at each landing.
Oh, okay. Well, then this guy is behind me. I'm gonna light the carpet on fire right behind me.
Great.
Hopefully that'll just kind of spray up.
That it takes no difficulty at all. Now he has to roll to see if he. That hurt. he took another 8 points of damage.
I'm also
and
gonna
he
light the
is-
drapes on fire so they match.
Weirdly enough, you just hear ooh in the fire, and he does not come out the other side of it.
Oh.
Yeah, you're just gonna keep. Are you gonna? You have the ability to pass Bodhi if you're just trying to fly down the stairs.
No, I'm just gonna catch up and just make sure there's nobody behind us.
Okay. You make it to the 5th floor. There is an unoccupied meditation room with the door open. Keep going.
Yes.
4th floor, bookshelves, appears unoccupied. 3rd floor, meditation room, unoccupied.
And then these guys on the second, right?
And then you catch up to these guys.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Have you been?
Oh, I need to be healed.
Cool.
Why don't you try to heal?
Yeah,
if you
this
can.
might be. Yeah, I'll do a cure wounds on him.
All right.
I'm down. What am I down total?
How's the injured guy with us? How many guys do we have with us?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do a song of rest too. Everybody,
Okay.
everybody gets 5.
Great.
Oh, nice.
Rodney did not make it.
Oh, Rodney.
You guys didn't really wait for the hostage, and so he,
Wait, did you guys just
rescue.
leave? Did you just
no
leave
rescue.
him up there
they left Rodney up there to
to
die.
burn to death?
Whether or not he made it, you don't really know, but he certainly did not follow you out of the flames.
But wasn't there a guy that got
Why are you
injured
looking at us?
in the room with me?
He might have maybe gone up the other.
You were the
way.
only one who seemed concerned, so I looked at you.
The guy I damaged.
Yeah, he could have gone up higher in the tower. You don't know.
The
That's
guy I
always what you
damaged
should do in a fire.
went
Go
up higher
up.
in
The one you
tower?
accidentally.
Wow.
No.
Oh.
No.
The guy I
no.
accidentally damaged. What did he do?
No, the guy
He's just injured, isn't he?
You two are with two.
Yeah, he's talking about the archmage that he accidentally got a fireball on.
You're with
Not the
two
Archmage.
instructors who are
Yeah.
who are
Three.
badly hurt.
Okay.
They just got.
They're not dead.
Aren't there 3 instructors? One dead. There were 4, and now there's.
Shit. Let me check.
Maybe I'm confused.
Thank you. I
Um.
can still. I need.
I only heard.
No, you're right. You're
39
right.
more.
The one guy. You know what?
Jesus.
Really quick, I need to do some. Oh, he's fine. Yeah, because I never rolled the guy you bound his wounds.
Yeah.
Who was basically incapacitated. I never rolled his dex check for when the bomb went off.
Oh, yeah.
And he's fine.
Okay.
He rolled a 20. He's great. So yeah, you're with 3 heavily wounded instructors that Twee just kind of helped.
Okay.
Twee, you do. How much damage did you say everyone got back?
5.
Everybody got 5.
I
and
need to correct that to 3. You're just not feeling
Not feeling
too
it.
inspirational as you play that song of rest. So
That's okay. I was gonna try to sing some Jefferson Airplane. I ended up just singing some
Yeah.
Jefferson Starship.
Unfortunately, you take a healing penalty because you were a naughty boy last night, and so. But you guys can all sort of converge your thoughts and opinions at this point. There is a fire blazing upstairs, but the instructors are like,
Hey,
yeah,
buddy,
that's
Tweet.
really not good.
What
They-
are your thoughts and opinions of this whole thing?
One of them goes off to. He says, "I can probably put most of the fire."
How
out by
tall is the
myself."
tower?
About 30 floors.
There's already a guy an old longtime tenant that died on 50.
Oh.
No sprinklers.
And you left Rodney up on 8, and you cast an extra layer.
Guy
of
died
fire
in Trump Tower, by the
between
way.
6 and 7.
No
so
sprinklers.
A couple
in Trump
weeks ago,
Tower.
people weren't that
Yeah.
sad anymore.
There's at least 2
We've
different
moved
floors
on.
are on fire right now.
Every day is
Well,
something
he's not
different.
president anymore, so who cares?
Oh, right. Anything we say happens for real in 2 weeks. Up. Dan's flipping the hourglass.
Sidetrack clock.
What you want to do?
So,
Anything weird you saw upstairs or in the building or anything we should know about? No.
No.
anything in those rooms?
Well, yeah, a lot.
Yeah, we killed
What was in the
Killed a
rooms that you
mage.
saw? What was in the rooms on each floor that you saw?
We didn't see anything. One was magically obscured, and then when the obscurity went away, it was all on fire.
Okay.
So it was either smoke
Dan, I
or
was just trying to-
sparkles.
I mean, yeah, everyone keeps passing up the magical tree
know.
room.
Oh yeah, the tree room. There's
Oh,
a
there
tree
was-
Oh, what?
room.
What's that all about?
There's a tree room on
Oh,
7.
do the instructors know anything about that?
They go, what?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go back to 7.
I think
destroy
we
this
can't
tree.
because you lit a fire between 6 and 7.
There is a mage heading up to firefight.
Okay, so we should probably go help him so we can get to the tree room.
Yeah.
If you so you head up to 7.
Yes.
On the way there, right before the 7th floor, you notice everything's a little wet and the fire is out. It's a little black and wet.
Okay.
The mage is a couple floors up, putting out the much larger fire on the 8th floor.
Okay.
This will never do.
so-
I'm lighting everything back on.
So you get up to 7, and you can hear him kind of just like casting some kind of lazy water spells.
I'm scarabing the tree.
Great. It is. It's like blue, but if you look at it long enough, you might notice something. Roll a 20.
Wasn't it?
5. Is this perception?
I feel like it was green at one point.
16.
It flashes orange.
Hello?
Oh, this is the connection to
Yeah.
the other.
Yeah. This is like
Yellow.
So there's a lot of magic going on.
Sorry, Bodhi's answer is a 20.
It looks like a
It's the bat die.
yeah.
It's not distracting at all.
haven't
It's something
done
that
the
the
bit
listeners
like
have no
3
idea what's
episodes.
I
happening.
know. I just
Wait. Can I try again?
Yeah, get it.
Flashing red die.
Your clothes, give them to me.
He's the Terminator.
I don't know what movie this is.
I'm the Terminator. It's me,
I don't get-
from
I don't-
Danny DeVito with the
I don't
twins.
understand.
Fuck you, asshole.
Yeah, the
How
twins.
do you get a picture of you doing
It's
this?
me, twins.
It's not lighting up.
Get a
Okay.
boomerang. So
Your clothes, give them to me. Also, give me some. Let me try those shoes on an 8.5.
how
Yes.
far into the room are you gonna go? Are you just kind of waiting outside right now?
No, I'm looking.
Hell
I'm
no.
in the doorway looking in.
You're in the doorway.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you?
I'm going in.
Okay. Do you quick check? Who's going in? Just her?
I'll go into.
He says hell no. She says hell yes. What are you doing, Twee?
I take a Claritin. You said there's a lot of pollen in the air? Okay.
Yeah. Is everybody going in?
No, I'm standing in the doorway.
Yeah,
I'll stay with you.
Okay. Bodhi and Esmeralda, do a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oops.
I hope somebody can save the Constitution.
Well, what did I need to get?
Well, you needed to get a 10.
I got it.
I didn't.
Bodhi, you as you breathe in, you feel something kind of catch in your lungs. And you get a weird feeling, like this pollen's kind of big in here. Kind of big pollen.
Jesus.
Esmeralda,
I said I took a Claritin. It's like you didn't even listen to me.
the Claritin kind of like makes you feel a little dizzy and kind of slows this down a little bit. But as you breathe in, you also feel something catch in your lungs. And when it does, everything you see disappears and you find yourself underground in a cave. You see a giant toad-like creature. It's wrestling something. Suddenly, it gets ripped in half. You see a glowing crown.
Guys, I'm having a vision.
And
Then I'm going to die.
you hear a whisper saying, "My blood is here. My blood is beneath the earth. My blood is the blood." And you are back in the room.
What is wrong with your eyes?
Yeah, and your eyes are completely black. There's no white to your eyes
Wait, no, that's not true, is it?
for a second, and then
Oh, really?
you didn't notice, but
Fuck
But
was that?
wait, they said that?
they may have noticed.
Okay.
Weird.
I don't like how everyone's looking at me, Sarah, like that's happening. Please stop looking at me. I'm just like not comfortable.
It's Esmeralda.
You made
It's
it
fucking
about
weird.
2 feet into the room before this happened. It's not a very deep room either. There's
Guys, I saw things.
The tree's like 10 feet in.
Okay,
and it's
well,
against a wall.
so I step out, and then we need to all apply our masks to to ourselves before assisting others, and then we need to go back in.
We
Or
should
masks.
probably. Is torching the tree the wrong idea?
I
Because
don't know
is
if
this
we need
where,
to do it
like,
just this second, but
is this
the-
where,
do the-
like,
Well, can
remember those other towers got taken over?
yeah.
Maybe that's where the power is coming from.
Sure.
Is this tree? So
Very, very probable.
Are there any
your
of the mages
poker face
with?
Yeah, do
sucks.
the mages have any
I have
theories?
a really bad poker.
Do the mages have any
Got a
theories
great
about
nerd
the
poker
tree?
face.
yeah, you got a good nerd poker face.
I'm just so easily amused by both the correct and incorrect assumptions
Yeah.
you guys make.
Do the mages have any theories about this tree?
Let's see.
They know magic shit.
Well, they're kind of like, yeah, don't maybe go in there unless you're ready. We don't know what this
Yeah, I
is.
come back out.
We've never.
What was in this room before?
This was a meditation room.
I tell
this-
them what I saw and heard, by the way.
And it was far out.
They go, oh, okay. So we just encountered some drow. That sounded super underdarky.
She saw the Hypnotoad.
Hypnotoad.
One of the instructors says, "Oh yeah, Zinzarina. She's a dead drow goddess that supposedly died thousands of years ago. That sounds like one of the myths of Zinzarina. That's probably not good. That vision you had. That sounds like the tree is there because of Zinzarina, a god that's supposed to be super dead."
Let's kill the tree then.
They say, what did you say about the this is the thing? What do you think you know about this tree?
I think we should explain it to them, right? There's
Yeah.
no reason not
Yeah.
to. We give them the whole
Tower.
backstory.
You've
of
been
the tower.
somewhere
Like,
else where there was a
ledge
thing.
thing.
They go, we should proceed with caution. I wouldn't quite nuke this thing unless it's a very specific kind of nuking that you think will be effective.
Well, what would you say if you're magicians? I stab things usually, and yell
We
at
would
them.
want to rally some of the people who are maybe protecting the dorms and
Okay.
diffuse what looks like what could be a world-ending or at least tower-ending bomb.
All right.
Oh, cool.
Because this tree is maybe a seed, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
Sure.
We
How much time we got left, Sam?
We have 2 minutes.
cool. Well, we should get those people to help you. Where are they?
One of them runs out and is like, "I'll be back with at least 3 more
I'll
instructors."
be
But
back
we,
like your character you're doing.
Your clothes give me the true lies.
but they're like,
Jesus.
there's the upper floors of this
Giddy on the
tower
second ones.
have bigger protections. This whole tower must have been taken over by this death cult of drow and these other weird pale elves we've never heard of
Do we think
before.
there's more of them up past where I didn't get? Like,
You see no
past-
reason why there wouldn't be, given that the most powerful wizard on campus had been taken over.
But he was killed on one of the lower floors. They found him,
Right.
yeah, on the
So
second.
you're not sure. It's a bit ambiguous.
All right.
But it kind of doesn't matter. It seems like this is where we.
It
wanna
feels a
be.
bit like you found the money floor.
Right. Okay. Cool. Let's call it. That was episode 11,
Yeah.
or was it?
On 6.
Yeah. Any more plugs?
I wish you'd buy my job thing. It's called
Yeah.
Magazine.
Mad Magazine. It's very funny. I'm in issue 1. Was any other guests you can mention in issue 1 or?
Let's see. Who else is in issue 1? Chris Fairbanks has a really funny piece in issue number 1.
And then what about the old artists? What about the guys that
Al
everybody
Jaffe's
loves?
got a brand new fold in that's really great. You've got
Sergio's in there.
Sergio has a mad look at harassment. There is a parody of The Last Jedi.
Nice.
And
Now the art looked like the guy from the 70s, but it's not the guy, right?
Drucker?
No, the guy that always did the film parodies.
oh, Tom Richmond, yeah,
Yeah.
he's been doing it for like 10 years.
Oh, so but he draws like the guys I grew up with.
Yeah, he has a very Mort Drucker inspired style.
Amazing. Anything else? Blaine, any dates coming up, pal?
I just won a runoff election. I'm the new junior senator from Florida.
All right.
I don't know if I'm gonna take it yet. I still have a couple. It told me.
And congratulations. That's pretty cool.
Great.
I don't. It was weird.
Are you part of that new political party those Parkland kids started?
No, I don't. I keep politics out of it.
BrianPosehn.com. Join us on Patreon if you don't already. If you already do. You're awesome. Thanks. Everybody else, you're also awesome. Thanks for listening.
People.
See you episode 12. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening to another episode of Nerd Poker. You can follow us at patreon.com/nerdpoker, and you get bonus episodes from there. And you can also send us anything at P.O. Box 16069, Encino, California 91416. Thanks for listening.